Eta, hola, Eta. What's up, football lovers? It's your boy Makapane, and welcome to Bola. Thank you for tuning in, gents and ladies, for today's show. Okay, today's show we'll be looking into the MTN8 quarter-final between Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club and Kaizer Chiefs Football Club. The match that will be played on Sunday, 15 August 2021 at 1500 hours Central African time. Yeah, so this is really a blockbuster. But before I get into the juice and the meat, guys, please subscribe, like, and comment below, and sharing your interest and your possibilities for the match this weekend. What could happen, and your predictions just underneath the video. And yeah, thanks, guys. Let me go into the match. So Chiefs and Sundowns, head to head. Sundowns has 13 wins, Chiefs has 11 wins, and they both have 6 draws. So this has been a big head-to-head encounter which have less draws than wins. So either side might win, Sundowns or Chiefs. Which one is it? This is gonna be a blockbuster, I'm telling you. Okay, so when we look at the last 5 games that the two clubs met, we can see that Chiefs have won 3 and Sundowns have won 2. So there hasn't been any draw from the previous 5 matches that these teams have met. So it's definitely telling you we will see goals, and we will see attacking midfielders penetrating in the half spaces and doing what they do. Hey, this half spaces thing, it's been abused. It's like counter press. You know, whenever these football people hear tiki-taka, they start using more of that word, I guess. I'm also guilty about that. So, okay, let's go into the match. So, we've seen Chiefs has scored 35 and Sundowns has scored 33 in this encounter. So, it's really it's a match full of goals, and they haven't seen any red cards, but there were yellow cards. So we are expecting to see the ball moving and seeing a game that everyone will enjoy. So in regards to that enjoyment and everything, so we'll be having I'll just show my 2 formations, I might say, for these are my predictions. This is how I think the game might be played, and how Sundowns might want to approach this game due to the players that they have and what they can do. So I'll start with Sundowns. So obviously when I have Onyango on the poles, and the 2 center backs, I still go with Libusa on the left center back and Diruk on the right center back. So on right back we'll have Tapelo Morena, and on the left back we'll have Lakay. And the defensive midfielder who always likes to drop into these spaces and come help and play to help the ball be played out of from the back is Kaizer, who has been in his new role, has played exceptionally well in this new role of his. So we'll be seeing more of that, and we'll be seeing more. He's more of a playmaker, a defensive midfielder, but he's more of a playmaker from the back. So I'm also predicting that Lebohang Maboya and Mkhulisi will start. Due to the amount of game time that they had last season, it shows that the coaches have a good understanding with both midfielders. I don't see Andile Jali starting, but I can see him being introduced later into the game. And for the front three, I see Tembazwani on the left, I see Serino on the right. And they won't be playing more of wide positions. You won't see them playing on the wide position because of their wing backs who normally push up high together, Leke and Morena, who can also come back quickly and press. But in most cases, when Sundowns loses the ball up front, in most scenarios they counter press. It's a team that counter presses, and they do more of ball rotation and try to keep position to get into spaces, to get to create chances to score. So they look very, very, very organized, and of course the depth of Sundowns is really, really good. They even went in the transfer window to buy more players. Nanzimento, I don't see Nanzimento playing in this game due to all the rumors and everything, but we'll just have to see. But this is my prediction for Sundowns, how Sundowns will play it out. As for Chiefs, of course, in goals I see Akbay definitely going to play there, and they are definitely going to be set out of a 4-2-3-1, as we saw when they played against Orlando Pirates. So on the two center backs, I think the right center back will be Ngobo, the new signing from Swallows, who has been really good and outstanding. Yes, roadblock. He will be the roadblock for Kaizer Chiefs. What an outstanding defender, and still young, and can still produce more fruits for Kaizer Chiefs. And on the left center back is Cardoso, who's been playing that role for quite some while. And I don't see Mato being featured unless Chiefs choose to play three at the back. I think that's where we'll see Mato being featured in this encounter. So on the left back position, we'll see Hlante, and on the right back position, we'll see Mpahlele. And on the two holding midfielders, we'll see Blom and Cole Alexander, who will be seeing Cole Alexander being more adventurous up front. And the three that will be playing in the midfield to support the striker, who will be Nokovic. So on the right, we'll have Billiard. In the center, we'll have Manyama, who always likes to come into the box late and has the pace to move the team up front. And again, we have another one, pacey winger from from Swallows, Sikhota. Sikhota, very, very attacking minded, and is a typical winger. He likes taking on players, and he likes creating chances for a goal scoring opportunity. So as we saw him in the Black Label Cup, he came in and he showed what he can offer. So I think Stuart Baxter was impressed with his performance on the day, and I'm seeing him playing on the day. So this is how I see them playing on the day. So of course we know this is how let me talk more about Sundowns. This is where Zwane will be causing problems, and this is also where Serino will be causing problems. Into the half spaces, in between the lines, receiving the ball in between the midfielders and the defense. Again, Shalulile has been magnificent, especially last season, where he also helped the team with, I think, 15 goals, I may say. But I'm going to talk more about him. And then we have Mkolisi, who doesn't normally lose the ball and ever working. And we have Maboya, who's ever working, who will be always trying to make the team work, and they'll be the workhorse of this engine. They'll be the engine for Sundowns. They will be working tirelessly, and of course the wing backs will be pushing up high to create width for the team and to create spaces in the mid so the team can play. We'll have Morena probably up high, causing Chiefs to push back. So when Chiefs push back, I know this is how I think it's going to happen. Chiefs will be looking for a counter. And of course, this we have seen this from Chiefs from the AFCON, and we have seen this in the PSL last season. So this is how I think it's going to play out. You see, this guy is the guy who makes the team play, goes from the back, collects the ball, and makes sure that the team is shared. And again, he gives Sundowns the protection when they are pushing up high. At least they are left with 3 players in the defensive back. So the rest will be pushing up high, looking to create chances. And you know, Shadulile will be a problem because he'll be always pressing these defenders. And especially, I'm not sure if Chiefs will be trying to play it out from the back, because if they will try to play it out of the back, Shadulile will be there to put pressure, and who knows, Zwane might get onto that ball or Serino might get into the ball, and what you know, it's a goal. So it's a really mouth-juicing encounter. So yeah, I'm only seeing Chiefs being more of a counter, they'll play counter more than trying to keep the ball. So Sundowns will be keeping the ball, rotating the ball, and retaining the ball, as they always like to. They like to dominate position, and I think they will dominate position on the day. So let's talk more about which players do we think or do I think will be playing a very, very, very important role. So let's look here for Sundowns. I think Peter Shadulile will be a very important player for Sundowns on the day, because we've seen what he does last season. The 28-year-old, which he plays as a center forward in most cases, and we know that he presses up high and tirelessly until the defense makes the mistake. So we can see he played 25 games last season with 2,154 minutes. That shows that he's the second player with the highest minutes in the team. So it shows the importance of having him in this Sundowns setup, and it shows how they won the league last season. He was more of an important player last year. So we don't know about this year, but I'm looking forward to seeing him score more, because he scored 15 last season and he assisted 6 goals. So all in all, he was involved in 21 goals. So that's a good player, and that's our player of the season. So I don't think he'll slow down, and I don't think anyone will slow him down, but he's still going to be a very, very, very problematic player. So as for Chiefs, who do I think will be that Shadulile for them, or that player that will stand out and look for more opportunities for them to score? I think it's more of Lebogang Manyama. I think Lebogang Manyama, 29 years old, he's a forward for Chiefs. Last season he has 25 appearances, and he has 1,736 minutes, which is amongst the top 5 players who got more minutes for Kaizer Chiefs last season, which shows that he was more of a player that the coach trusted him, and he knew that he can deliver with his duties. So we saw him score 8 goals and assist 2 goals. So he's been involved in 10 goals in 25 matches. So that shows that he is really hungry, and with Stewart in and to support him, I think he can also produce more fruits for Chiefs. So I can't wait for the encounter, and definitely this is going to be a really nice match to watch. And yeah, guys, please catch me when I review this match and talk about how the game went. But for now, as I have reviewed the game, I have previewed the game, and yeah, tell me what you think the score will be. So I think it will be a 2-1 favor to Mamelodi Sundowns, because I think they will frustrate Chiefs enough by keeping position and always getting all the pockets. I mean, with Serino, Zwane and Shalulile up front, I think they will definitely get a chance to score. Again, if those three can't make anything, the bench is full of creative players for the likes of Kutumela, who comes from Maritzburg United. We've also got who's this? We've also got Obri Mudiba, who can also come into the game and change Domingo. So I think a whole lot of players that can come in there and just change the game. But this is my starting lineup, and this is how I think they can come in and win. Chiefs will be more of trying to do a low block or a mid block and try to catch them in a counter. But with the mid block, you can't do any counter. So definitely I think they'll go for a low block, and definitely they can get something. But for me, I think Sundowns will be the favorites. As for now, thank you guys for tuning in, and please subscribe, like and comment, guys. Subscribe, like and comment. Okay, thanks. Thank you.